This is a warning. This is a warning. This next recordings you hear, done today on the date of February 28th, 2014, is an effort towards rock and roll music. This band has entitled this project Tumble. No. Hang on. Give me the paper. Oh. What did I say before? Stone and Tumble. Stone and Tumble. Stone and Tumble.
They like rock and roll. She like rock and roll. We like rock and roll. We hold rock and roll to our soul. If you don't like it, then just get your stuff out of here. If you don't like it, then just get your stuff out and be gone. They like rock. They like roll. Rock and roll so dear, so close to our spirits. Rock and roll right to our soul. If you don't like it, then just get your stuff out of here. If you don't like it, then just get your things and be gone. So get up. To be gone if you don't like that rock and roll.
Jesus said unto the devil, my Father made rock and roll to soothe the soul of all mankind. And you and your demons, you can bathe in the thick silence for all eternity. You'll never hear our rock and roll, 'cause you can't have it. Your brimstone fires fuel up over all our electric amplifiers. The skins of the fallen are at the heads of our drums. Your black-blooded veins are used for electrical bass guitar strings stretched and tightened. Your blood vessels on the necks of our 6-string electrical guitars. With our amps on 10, we rock. With our drumsticks made from the evil one's bones, we roll. We rock and roll to cleanse you from our souls. For I am the rock and they are the roll. Hear us in a rock and roll jamboree as we jam it out in the name of rock. Rock and roll. Rock and roll can really kill you. Rock and roll gives me life. The devil, he likes rock and roll.
wanted to rock up in her roll. He wanted to be a rock and roll king for her, a rock and roll troubadour, a real rebel. With conquistadorian rocks, he really conquered. Rock and roll rebel with a bad attitude, lewd and rude and never construed. No holds barred rock on rock action, breaking the rack and pinion of rock and roll machines, pistons and cranks, gears and chains of rock and roll war machines, chewing up and spitting out, over aggressive, tacked out, driven hard rock, rolling over people, making 'em rock and roll up, make 'em rock and roll over. He took her for a ride in the rock and roll machine, and she loved it. She fell in love for the first and last time. They would bring rock and roll in their hearts together till death do they parted, and the rock song ended.
This is called Rock and Roll Love.
Yeah. First takes are always the best.
Susie met Johnny. Johnny had a hot rod. Susie was a cheerleader. Johnny was a greaser. Oh, whoa, whoa, rock and roll love. Whoa, 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 rock and roll love. Johnny had a 55. Susie had pom-poms. You should have looked in Susie's blue eyes, and then came Vietnam. Whoa, 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 rock and roll love. Whoa, 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 rock and roll love. After war. Make rock, not war.
Rock and roll on vinyl, needles on records, paper speakers with leather-worn listeners, sideburns, two wheels spinning down the road off to a rock show. Gonna see some rock and roll, really live the experience. It's a lifestyle. I take my rock and roll serious. This ain't no joke. I put gas in the tank to roll on to rock and roll. Shot off like a rock and roll rocket. She's going for the ride. You can believe that. That's a total guarantee. Rock and roll vinyl. needles on records and not in arms. Paper speakers with leather-adorned listeners who adore rock and roll for its pure, true soul, where it touches deep, causing a crevice like a shifting tectonic plate, heavy as hard rock and roll.
I like my rock and roll. I got my motorcycle. I like my rock and roll. Don't want no bicycle. I got my leather jacket on. I got my leather jacket on. I like my rock and roll. I got on my sunglasses. I like my rock and roll. I got my chin shaved. I got my leather jacket on. I got my leather jacket on.
As you can hear, this is not rock and roll. As you can hear, that is not rock and roll.
What if somebody had a band like that? What would you do? He's like, bye. If you had a, let's say you had a rock and roll band.
Don't you take that needle off the record. Don't you turn the stereo down. Leave that turntable alone. Play that rock and roll till the walls fall down. There is a reason why you're tapping your feet. There is a reason why you're bobbing your head. It's the same reason that I have. 'Cause you'll be rocking and rolling till you're dead. Turn up the bass and the treble and spread your speakers as far as you can. Take rock and roll in its purest form. Get up and dance and listen to the band. I say, don't you hit stop on that tape. I say, don't you change the radio station. Don't stop that CD. Come on, people, listen to me. We all live in a rock and roll nation. Turn it up, but don't blow your speakers. Dance all night, but don't break your back. 'Cause we'll jam until it makes off because plan. But tomorrow we'll rock and roll right there. Right there. Rock and roll.
I think rock and roll is alright when it's raunchy. I think rock should be natural.
If it feels like it's fake, it's definitely not real. I think that rock and roll is, well, for example, you take a boy in the country, he's been living there all his life. You notice he's got a wild streak in him. That's rock and roll. You take a girl, always say her prayers before bed. Find out she's been sneaking out. That's rock and roll. The bills are due, that's rock and roll. Can't pay the bills, that's rock and roll. You need to party and get down, and you do, that's rock and roll. You paying your bills, you're keeping the lights on, you are the man. That's rock and roll.
It don't matter where you're from. It don't matter how you come. Don't matter who you are. Rock and roll is gonna make you start. Rock. Yeah, rock and roll. Give me some of that rock. Green or blue, we're gonna sit back. I'll tell you what we do. Give me some of that rock, yeah, rock and roll. Oh, yeah, you do. Rock, yeah, rock and roll. Yeah. I call a local radio DJ. I tell him what he could say. He listened right back to me, the crazy. Give me some of that. Give me some of that. You know I gotta have rock. Yeah, rock and roll. Yeah. Rock.
I think rock and roll is like a passing car, isn't it? Rock and roll is like a pothole in the road. Rock and roll is like a windshield wiper. Rock and roll is like a flat tire. Rock and roll is like a highway, lonely and stray. Rock and roll is also a busy highway. Yeah, that's rock and roll.
Do you rock? Do you roll when you ride? Do you rock? Do you roll when you drive? Rev your engines, rev your engines, rev your engines, rev your engines. I'll see you on a one-way street when you roll. I see you in an alleyway when you rock. Rev your engines, rev your engines, rev
side of the road, and I realized that the tape deck
Keep that, buddy.
it had broke. And then I realized that the fuse had blown in my vehicle. So I pulled over and I fixed that fuse. And when the piano player finally found the note,
if you don't like this rock and roll, get out. Gonna leave right now. Gonna hit the ground running.
Rock and roll for me is it's creation itself. It's the most salable thing in the universe, like water on the earth, like the rays of the sun. Rock and roll is survival. I don't know.
It will free us up. Yeah! We're gonna win. We're gonna win the war. We're gonna win the war for rock and roll. We're gonna claim the airwaves. And then we're gonna take over the television. And then we're gonna start our own rock and roll country. And then we'll take over the world.
Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed today's rock and roll. This rock and roll had come from our soul. Thank you very much. This
is dedicated to all of you. Thank you. The energy from this crowd feeds us to give you this rock and roll. Rock on! All right. Excellent. Thank you very much. We're going to give you one more to take with you before you go. Just one more piece of rock and roll. Thank you.
I ain't gonna use my rock and roll mojo on you, Joe, 'cause you know I know you don't believe in rock and roll. I ain't no rock and roll poser. I ain't no rock and roll poser. Mary Lou says she don't know what to do. I said put away that jazz and blues. We can rock together through and through. I ain't no rock and roll poser. I ain't no rock and roll poser. I ain't gonna use up all my rock and roll mojo on just some old Joe Schmo. Oh, rock and roll. I ain't no rock and roll poser. I ain't no rock and roll poser. I ain't just gonna take out any babe on no rock and roll date. Get in my hot rod, go down to Lover's Lane. I ain't no rock and roll poser. I ain't no rock and roll poser. Rock and roll. 100% rock and roll.